Hello, YouTube. My name is Parker, and so I guess last night Yu-Gi-Oh released a new video on some new digital stuff that they're doing, some new game-related things, and it's no secret that I am a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan on the channel. I've done some card openings. I know a little bit about what this is. I know there's like the Master Duel thing that they were talking about a while back. I don't know what that is. We're gonna find out. We'll see if there's anything. I know that I think they talked about a Switch game as well for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. I'm not going to like delay for too long. We're going to look at it. We're going to talk about my thoughts on it. Also, side note, before we start, I got my soundboard up again. I've got it like, I have like an old tablet and some stuff that I'm using as a soundboard now. So I've got that. I've got...
What are you doing in my swamp?
So I've got some good ones on there. Some spicy memes. All right. Let's just jump right in.
Of the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Konami has been bringing new ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh to evolve.
Okay, so they got the original voice actor for Yugi.
We have brought remote duels through various online events, and we are excited to bring offline events to our fans as well.
Hold on.
As we prepare for the
Hold on. Was that glitching? Yeah, it was. Interesting.
fans as well. As we prepare for the Yu-Gi-Oh
I'm more of a casual player than a competitive player.
2, today we'll introduce more ways to play
I'd like them to bring back...
titles.
I'd like them to bring back the old World Championship games. Okay, pausing again. Does anybody remember the old Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship games for like the DS? And they were basically just RPGs. I missed that. I'm hoping that we have something like that. Because they were like full-on RPGs. I think we should have... Okay, yeah, this is, I think, the one that is going to be like an RPG.
Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duel, which has been available since 2020.
The way they worded that.
Explore the
Now, on the one hand, I'm not the hugest fan of, like, the Rush Duel idea. It's just a little... I kind of prefer the regular duels. But I like that they're actually doing it like an RPG again. That's something I'm glad that they're doing again. And I hope they keep doing that, and they do that maybe with, like, a more... like the regular duels. I want to see, like, an RPG that has that again. That'd be really nice. I don't even know if they've brought these to America yet, have they? So it is coming over here, though. I just really wish we had something like this, but it was like more for the full duels. I would love to see something like that in the future. I really hope... I hope that this does well enough to justify them maybe trying to bring that back. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I hope it does well enough for them to say, hey... Maybe let's bring back, I don't know, something like what we used to do with on the DS. Wait, let me see that one more time. Fall 2021 in the Americas and Europe. August 12th for the Japanese version. All right. Maybe I'll try that at some point in the future. Oh, are they up to like Arc 5 now? Yeah, I think they're doing Arc 5, aren't they? So I played a little bit of Duel Links, but once again, it was kind of just the same thing where I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of all of the gacha mechanics in it. I kind of just prefer it with a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yep, Arc 5. That's going to be very interesting to see how they do pendulum monsters in that. Because you have that smaller board. I don't know if they're going to have the dedicated pendulum zones or if you're just going to have like one left over. Okay, now this is what I'm really curious about. Yeah, this is what has me curious. Dang, they have nice animations. Okay, so this is going to have to compete with like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and stuff. Because, I mean, I know that those aren't official. But I think this is going to be obviously compared to that. So I'm curious to see what they do beyond just the visual aspect of it looking more flashy. Yeah, I remember when this was announced. Many platforms. Oh. Will this be on Switch then, I guess? I hope it'll probably be on Switch. Yep, there we go. So it's going to be an Android game too. iOS and Android. So I'm happy it's going to be on Switch. I like that it looks very nice, but it's not slowing down the game, you know? Like the animations aren't making the game slow, it looks like. It looks like it's keeping things flowing nicely, which is something that I like. I just hope it's not... I kind of hope it's not free to play. And since it's also on mobile, that kind of concerns me. And also, I'm wondering how this is going to be like... Because there's also Legacy of the Duelist, which I actually have on my Switch. And aside from it looking like it's going to run smoother, I'm curious to see what is different, you know? Yeah, there, he mentioned that. Okay, so this one's just more focused on playing the game. Oh, one more thing. RPG? I'd love that. A new Oh, please be like an RPG. Please. Friend or foe? What is... Okay. Come on. 4... Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, so it's a new mobile... I still want them to make like a new RPG. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. My only real concern is that it is going to be... I kind of prefer how they do it with like Legacy of the Duelist as opposed to this new if this is free to play. Like I said, we don't know yet if it's going to be free to play or not. So I'm kind of interested to see. I think that's going to be kind of a make or break for me. I just prefer having like a game that you can just play as opposed to having to like get cards and all that. So it's going to be that's my big what is it, you know? I'm curious what the cross duel is. It looks like it's just going to be like they said, just a 4-player Yu-Gi-Oh thing. So this was interesting. Like I said, we have that RPG on the Switch. I'm glad that they're bringing those back. I hope that we see one in the future that is like Master Duels, as they want to call them nowadays. I'd love to see something kind of like the old World Championship games that we used to have on the DS again, where you like have an RPG like that for the full game. I don't know what they would do with that now, but I'm kind of curious to see what they would do. This, though, is interesting. The Master Duels have a lot of potential. I think it's just going to revolve around, is it going to be a free-to-play game, or is it going to be a game that you pay $30 for and then you just have, which is what I personally would prefer. But I kind of suspect that's not what they're going to do. And that's just something that I'm not a huge fan of personally. So, if it's like that, then I might just stick to Legacy of the Duelist. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to leave a like. And also check out some of the other videos on the channel. We're currently playing through Nier Replicant. And we do stuff like this every now and then. We recently looked at the most recent... at a recent Shin Megami Tensei 5 trailer. And then in the next, I think in like just a week, when Neo The World Ends With You comes out, we're going to be playing that. We've already played through the demo, and so we're just going to be picking up the game when we left off when the full game comes out. And I hope that maybe I'll see you in one of those videos. Later.